What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Back at you with another one. So today, man, I gotta talk about this whole Darvin Ham getting fired, right? Like, I knew, you know how it go. You know what I'm saying? We didn't seen this song, this dance. We've been doing it for how long now? About a 15 ball. Right, about a 10 ball, 15 ball. LeBron lose, it's somebody's fault. That's just how I go. Like that's the running joke. Like, you know what I'm saying? He lose, either player getting traded, coach getting fired. One of the two, right? And I feel like some of the role players played quite good enough to where you can't definitively point the finger. Like, they had some moments, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to point at them. You know what I mean? Like, D'Angelo Russell kind of had enough good games where it's really hard to just say it was him. You know what I mean? Austin played pretty good. You really can't say it was him. And then shit, I'm sorry, but AD was the best player on the floor for the Lakers for the whole series. So you really can't blame him. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame him, not one bit. So, Darvin Ham, boom, we're going to blame coaching. We're going to blame coaching. That's what we're going to do. Okay, cool. But it's like, I don't know. I'll be looking at it like this, right? Like, how can you always blame somebody when somebody lose, but then you get the credit when you win? Like, that don't even make sense, right? Like, I'll be feeling like they be like subconsciously telling on themselves, right? Like, if you gonna give fault when somebody lose, you really saying it's because of somebody else when somebody win. You know what I'm saying? But they not gonna say that, but that's always what it ends up being, because it's like, he don't lose because of players on the floor. He lose because of moments on the floor, right? Like, if you watch that series, Denver didn't even play that good. And I'm only going to pinpoint this series because this is the series that got Darvin Ham fired, right? A coach cannot control the other team's players being more clutch than his team players. That's what it came down to. Denver has a closer. The Lakers don't have a closer. That's what it's been both playoff runs. Y'all stay in the game, be up, lose at the end. Stay in the game, be up, lose at the end. That's not coaching. I'm sorry. That has nothing to do with coaching. That is players. But it go back to the blame game again. The blame is the fact that he don't have a closer that used to do all of that for him. Right? He was the Joker. Wade and Kyrie was the Jamal Murray. They did that. You know what I'm saying? That was the dynamic of his team. The dynamic of his team was shooters, closer, scapegoat. That's the dynamic. He got shooters, he got a scapegoat, but he ain't got no closer. That's always been a determining factor. He ain't got a closer, he's not gonna win. Period. That's how I go. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you look at the rosters, right? If you really look up and down them rosters subjectively, Lakers got a better roster than Denver. They got a better roster. Up and down the rosters, they got a better roster. They definitely got a better roster. The difference is, this is the benefit of teams playing together for a long period of time. versus just smacking a team together. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see like the champions play like an all-star team, just to show how important playing together is versus just talent. You know what I'm saying? Because the difference is everybody on Denver know their role. That's the difference. You can go up and down their roster and say everybody's role on Denver. Just watch the game. If you know a little bit about basketball, you know everybody's role. Lakers be playing like they just came up to the court. Was like, hey, bro, you got next? Cool. All right. Pick they 5 and went out there. That's how the Lakers play. You know what I'm saying? Like they just all figured it out on the fly. That's how they play. You know what I'm saying? It's style of play, it's chemistry, and it's teams knowing their role, right? And I'm saying that to say you're not going to get that with your team when you keep changing coaches and changing players. You're not going to get that. You know what I'm saying? So while the Lakers you lose 2 years, you lose, get a new coach. You lose, trade this player. Like, no, you're not. That's not going to work. Like, it's like when somebody used to do a little jam, little scam or something, then they go to jail for it, and they come back out and they try to do the same one and it don't work no more. That's like what LeBron trying to do. It's like, dude, you ran your little jug in Miami when wasn't nobody ready for it. You hit them again in Cleveland. Like, bro, they hip now. They figured it out. Like, stop doing it. It don't work no more. You got to do it the regular way now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to build your team organically, be patient, and let the chemistry grow, and you win like that. The whole slap teams together thing, you ran that jug already. It don't work no more. They didn't figure it out. They didn't figure the anti-venom to that out. A deep team with chemistry is the anti-venom to the super team, right? If you got a super team, but I got a team that's been together 5 years, play together, know how to play together, cohesiveness, all of that, chemistry, everybody know their role, that's how you beat a super team. They didn't figure it out. Stop doing it. It don't work no more. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know who they gonna get as a coach though. Like who is out there? Because it's like LeBron don't want to be coached. We know how he gonna play. We know what's gonna happen. He play the same way. Like nothing's gonna change from an X's and O's standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like what they need to do as the Lakers is figure out who can be their closer. That's it. Who on that roster can be their Jamal Murray? That's what they need to figure out. That's the missing piece. When it's money time, who can they get a ball to try to win them close out last 3 minutes? LeBron can go his natural role as the role player, like he used to do in Miami and used to do in Cleveland. He'll switch hats. Kyrie will go alpha. LeBron will go his natural role. Pippen go help get a little offensive rebound, slash, cut, pad his stats up when it's already took care of. Figure that dynamic out. Find the person who can be that. And I think on that roster, Dinwiddie clutch. Dinwiddie used to hit some big shots when he was in Dallas. Possibly Dinwiddie. You might need somebody with a little bit more sauce on the offensive end, but that's the missing piece. You can change coaches all you want. You can get any coach you want. If it's not a closer on that team, they're not gonna win. Doesn't matter how many coaches you get. It's not the coach. Coach has nothing to do with closing at the end and being the best player on the floor when it matters most. That has nothing to do with coaching. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Now, yeah, if you thumb through, it's probably, you could say, well, why he didn't like the challenge and all that, but that ain't what it came down to. You lost 4, you got a gentleman's sweep. One challenge and no challenge was not the difference in that series. You know what I'm saying? The difference was closing. That's it, period. Y'all, that's it. Coaching has nothing to do with it. So we're going to see who they're going to get. Now, there's rumors that they're gonna get JJ Redick. I mean, I don't know. I really don't, you know, but I don't think like a young coach or a new coach is the answer. But then in retrospect, it really don't matter who the coach, because LeBron really the coach. So they might as well just let LeBron be a player coach, because that's really what he wants. But he can't be a player coach because he's not going to be able to take any accountability if the thing don't go right. So he gonna need somebody in the seat just to be the person to blame when and if things don't go right. But in reality, we know they're gonna look, no matter who is the head coach, the Lakers gonna look the same as far as how they play basketball, regardless. It's gonna be Bron being ball dominant, hot potato, bully ball, post up AD. That's what it's gonna be. That's exactly what it's gonna be. Bron gonna be out there with that robotic ISO. You know what I'm saying? Take 5 seconds off the shot clock, and all he doing is pivots out there looking like Robo Bron, just ISO, ball stop. And then if he can't get that stiff drive off, he gonna hot potato pass it to somebody. So, you know what I'm saying? We already know what's gonna happen. Like it's nothing gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. They do all of this just to play the exact same way to get the exact same results. Nothing's gonna change. So we're gonna see who they get. We're gonna see who's gonna be the head coach. Have no clue who it's gonna be. Curious to see. There's no veteran coaches out there. Like, and if I was, honestly, I wouldn't even want the job. Like, for what? I want the job like, I would want the job if I was like a new coach, just because the payday, because I know I'm gonna make more bread. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was an assistant, yeah, I'll take it, get my little $100 million real quick, get fired in 2 years, cool, run off. They still gotta pay me once I get fired. I already have it in my mind, like this is a 2-year job. No matter how many years they sign me for, I'm in this boy a season and a half, maybe 2. The player's gonna underachieve, I'm gonna take the blame, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right. It's like if you could do a crime and know exactly how long you're gonna go to jail, you might be like, yeah, I'll do that then. Shoot, I can rob this bank, get this $20 million and put it up, go to jail for 3 years. Yeah, I might take that deal. Like that. That's how I look at it. Like, go in here, get this bag, get in and get out. For real, treat it like a jail sentence. Go in here, get this little 100 they're gonna give me for this head coach and get in and get on up out of there. So, man, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Who y'all think gonna be the head coach? Comment on the video who y'all think gonna be the head coach. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all on the next one.